These are the human headphones. They're a pair of wireless over-ear headphones that don't actually have a headband. And these headphones are perhaps the most interesting and worst performing product I've ever featured on the channel. Now, the idea itself is cool. Not having a headband means you're not going to ruin your hair. But just almost everything else about them is just bad. They don't perform as well as a normal pair of truly wireless earbuds, and they're not more convenient than just a normal pair of headphones. Personally, I'm surprised these things even made it to market, and I'll be shocked if there's a second version of the human headphones. So price-wise, the human headphones retail for $400, which is squarely in Sony 1000XM3 and Bose NC700 territory. But they have a quote-unquote introductory price of $250, which is just a ploy to make you think you're getting a deal. Regardless, I initially paid $400 for these, but I still wouldn't recommend getting these headphones for $250. I honestly just wanted to point that out. So the human headphones come included with a suede carrying case, and the headphones themselves, when clasped together, are very reminiscent to the Powerbeats Pro carrying case. They're roughly the same size, and their matte black plastic feels almost identical. And when you take them apart, that's when they'll automatically power on and connect to your phone. Now, fit-wise, there's a spring-loaded ear hook that's going to hold on to your ears. It takes a few tries, but after a while you get the hang of it. Now, when you're actually wearing these headphones, you definitely know they're there, because they're weighing down on your ears, and when you walk with them on, you constantly feel them undulating up and down. Simply said, I wouldn't recommend moving around too much when wearing these headphones, and if you were to wear these headphones for long periods of time, like let's say an hour or 2 episodes of Young Justice, when you take these headphones off, your ears are going to be very tender. And performance-wise, since these headphones don't actually create any type of a seal when you wear them, they let in a lot of ambient noise, which kind of renders their blend feature, which is what they call their ambient mode, useless. But also, their blend feature is just poorly implemented. It sounds very artificial and tinny. Everything sounds like a pitch or two too high. There's a constant hissing in the background, and there's also an audio delay, which I've never experienced on any other pair of headphones with an ambient mode, and it's also disorienting. Now, tech spec wise, these headphones have an advertised battery life of 9 hours. But I don't know how they got to that number, because the most these headphones have managed to last me on a single charge is just 3 hours, even while strictly using them as headphones. Because if you use these headphones in their speaker mode, their battery is going to drain even faster. Now, we'll get into speaker mode in a minute, but to charge these headphones up, all you gotta do is just drop them into their charging cradle, so at least they got that right. We're going to Bluetooth connectivity. These headphones are rocking Bluetooth 4.2, and they're using a Hero and Sidekick setup. So one ear cup, in this case the right ear cup, establishes a connection with your phone, the Hero, and then relays that connection over to the left ear cup, the Sidekick. Technically, you can use the right ear cup by itself, because if the left ear cup is too far away from the right ear cup, the left ear cup automatically disconnects. Now, I don't know if Human did that on purpose, but I'll give them this one. Now, performance-wise, these headphones have a very noticeable audio delay if you're watching YouTube videos on either an iPhone or an Android device, but to my surprise, they don't have any latency issues if you're watching Netflix on an iPhone. But their wireless connectivity still isn't great, because their audio still frequently cuts in and out, even if you're sitting still at your desk with your phone literally 1 foot away from the Hero ear cup with 0 obstructions. But now you may be wondering, how do these headphones sound? And simply said, they sound awful. But technically speaking, these headphones sound very shallow. Their mids are buried below all of their bass and their tinny highs. The bass on these headphones also constantly bottoms out even at lower volumes, so all you hear is sputtering even in not so bass heavy music. But you can also clearly tell that the human headphones have an active EQ that's constantly adjusting the bass on these headphones to prevent all of that sputtering, but it's still there. So all you really hear are the mids and vocals constantly moving back and forth. And like I mentioned earlier, these headphones don't create a good seal, so sound leakage is a huge problem. So if you were planning on getting these headphones to use at the office, let's just hope your music taste aligns with that of your coworkers. But to control your music playback, both ear cups have touchpads with very reminiscent touch controls. You can single tap to play or pause, swipe front or back to skip through your music, and swipe up or swipe down to adjust your volume. It works, but it is a little janky and is definitely not as easy to use as the touchpads found on Bose's and Sony's headphones. Even the touchpads on other truly wireless earbuds are easier to use than these. But, like I mentioned earlier, these headphones also have a speaker mode. You can clasp them together and go from headphone mode to speaker mode to fill a room with music. But like I mentioned earlier, since the human headphones sound bad in headphone mode, they also sound bad in speaker mode.
Focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, these headphones just sound very shallow. Mids are just non-existent, but maybe you can use them to listen to a podcast with. But another feature the human headphones tout is their ability to be used as a translator. And personally, I think using their translation feature while in speaker mode is pretty neat. Hello, how are you?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien, muchas gracias por preguntar. ¿Usted qué piensa de estos auriculares?
I am fine. Thank you very much for asking. What do you think of these headphones?
I think they're a novel idea, but I wouldn't recommend them.
Creo que hay una idea novedosa, pero no las recomendaría.
So that's pretty cool. You can set one touch surface as one language and set the other touch surface as the other language. But still, there's nothing inherently special here because you can do the same thing with an app on your phone. This is just the Google Pixel Buds all over again. But finally, let's talk about the microphone on these headphones. For starters, phone calls come in through both ear cups, which is rare for truly wireless earbuds which use a Hero and Sidekick setup, because usually phone calls only come in through the Hero earbud. And the microphone on these headphones isn't awful. But with all that being said, I simply just can't recommend getting the human headphones at all. They're too good to be true. They don't perform as well as earbuds, and they're not more convenient than carrying around headphones because they aren't going to fit in your pocket. Their real-world battery life performance is nowhere near their advertised 9 hours, they just sound bad, and they're not all that comfortable. Maybe the human headphones are the future of headphones, but who knows? But in their current state, the human headphones are an alpha product. If you're looking for earbud or headphone recommendations, please click on the eye icon above or in the description down below. But if you've been bombarded by human headphone ads, just ignore them. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit that like button and get subscribed. It helps out more than you realize. If you want to pick any of the products up mentioned in this video, those will be linked in the description down below, and you can also support the channel by checking out the merch store. But other than that, I'll catch you next time.